It is Thursday, September 5th, 2024, and The View opened with the yet another school shooting, this one again in Georgia. 14-year-old kid shot up his school, killed two teachers, two students. I don't know how many he wounded, with some sort of assault weapon, AR style, whatever. I don't know. The gun nuts get so mad when you misidentify the gun, and it's like, I don't care. Um, an AR dash something. All the AR dash whatevers and everything like them shouldn't be in the hands of civilians in any way whatsoever, and they used to not be. And the rash of school shootings has only happened since the Republicans let that assault excuse me, assault weapons ban um, uh, lapse um, under George W. Bush. And stupid Amy Alyssa Farrah Griffin just sits there, and goes through a whole bunch of statistics about gun control measures that the American people are in favor of by polling and statistics and whatever. And again, just like the the parties need to address blah blah blah. And it's like, thank God Sonny Austin was there to be like, hey, bitch, there is a party that's trying to address it. It's the Democratic Party. Um, and like uh, her her inability to say that in this race the Democrat running for president is the better choice is so hard, is so fucking frustrating. You want to do something that's going to help curb all this gun violence. The Republicans want to do that. I mean, sorry, the Democrats want to do that. Wow, that was a terrible slip. The Democrats want to do that. um Harris has said multiple times she wants an assault weapons ban. It's in the platform. It's in the speeches. It's in all of the sort of discussion points about the Democratic Party that we need to get some control of closing the loophole for background checks. There should be a constant waiting period. You shouldn't be able to just get a gun. Um, anyway, the whole she's just on my last nerve. And why do Republican women not know how to dress? Like, they don't have enough proper gay friends. Um, anyway, that's mean, but uh, that's super frustrating. Sarah Haynes was again cogent and wonderful. Um, they did this stupid segment anyway. The whole point about this sort of gun control issue, um, and when we're talking about the two parties, there is no equivalence between the two. There is only one that's interested in helping. It's still not enough. I hate this whole messaging. It's like, they're going to come for your guns. We're not coming for your guns, but we are coming for one type of gun. We're law abiding. We're Second Amendment. Fuck you. Like, the whole, like, honestly, it's like, I do just take the guns. Just take all the guns. Like, I you can apply for a permit to have a hunting rifle, but that's it. That's all anybody needs. Um, so anyway, I'm so sick of it. And this whole thing about we can't talk politics because families are in pain. Families are in pain every fucking day in this country. When is the right time to discuss gun control and the politics around it, and which party is going to help and which party isn't, and which candidates are interested in helping and which candidates aren't? Um, the NRA should be completely disbanded at this point, as far as I'm concerned. And you know, the fucking Republican governor of Georgia says, this isn't a time to talk about politics. Yes, it is. It's always a time to talk about gun control. Um, and I hate that argument that, oh, we need to talk about mental health. The Republicans don't want to talk about mental health, solving mental health crisis either. They don't want to talk about solving anything. Um, and it was interesting to see the two candidates, one with passion saying this doesn't have to be this way, we can do something to stop it, and the other one saying, Trump just going, well, it's a dangerous, sicko world. Well, that's part of the reason, because you're making it that way. You're creating divisiveness and anger and fomenting violence. He needs to be in jail. Um, and but he's in court today. I mean, he's not there. He elected not to go. But the January 6th case has some sort of hearing about why they think the case should go forward or not go forward. I don't think it's going to not go forward. I just think that it's still going to take, excuse me, a long time before that actually gets to a trial. But that judge doesn't seem to be fucking around. I think he wants that to happen um, quickly. It won't happen quickly, but he wants to get there. And then, he's being sentenced in the uh, felony convictions for the hush money in on the 18th. Um, he also admitted in an interview with somebody that he lost the 2020 election, which uh, is a nice feather in the cap for Jack Smith and the January 6th case. Um, yeah, and he keeps doing these town halls with Sean Hannity and favorable people, but they're not town halls. He doesn't take a single question from the audience. I don't know what kind of moronic question, moronic question that his audience would ask. But it would be nice to kind of go infiltrate and ask a serious question of the man. He can't answer them. But of course, is cognitive ability is not a part of or age is not a part of the media discussion. I'm stuck in a loop here of frustration that he just keeps getting away with crap. And the View had this stupid um, segment on um, Anna Duvet being cast on Dancing with the Stars. I can't agree with them more. I'm with Whoopi. Like, what the fuck is she's still doing in this country? She's defrauded. She's been in jail. Like, and why isn't the far right screaming, get her out? Because she's white. That's why she's white. I'll answer that question. Um, and so that's a really stupid hire. I did see our dear Meghan McCain, the Princess of Arizona, says that she's turned down offers to be on Dancing with the Stars thrice because she says at some point she wants to run for office and she doesn't want to have that humiliation on her record. Honey, you opening your mouth every day is your own humiliation. And who's going to vote for her? What kind of qualifications does she have? And just a loudmouth, spoiled brat, you know, propaganda spewer. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I just spit. What a loser. Her, not me. But we completely have ignored the DOJ indicting a Tennessee-based company. I think it's called Tenet for being Russia funded, and it's a platform for sort of independent news people or journalists or whatever they want to call themselves. It's mostly people on YouTube channels like this, but they've got millions of followers um, and you know have much more of a presence in media. Um, but that they've been Russian funded, and it oddly enough, they have this history of having the same kind of Russian talking points to their stuff, and that's like a clear indictment, literal indictment of Russian interference of trying to influence the elections by supporting all of this propaganda, political propaganda in our country. So at least Merrick Garland did one thing well. It would be nice if it was covered a little greater and it was given more detail to the American public about these are the people you can't trust because they've been funded by the Russians. Benny, what's his name, is one of them. He's a big loudmouth Trump supporter, just a piece of shit. And I guess there's I don't know. There's a dozen of them of these sort of you know personalities that are affiliated with this, and a bunch of them have already been like, "We didn't know anything about it. We didn't know." Fucking liars. Lock them up. Anyway, a little bit of a rant this morning. Just because it's frustrating that it just doesn't feel like we're getting the right news out to the right people. Um, and I don't want to be distracted by, um, spangly ankle bracelets. I don't. I just don't care enough. Although I did watch the end of The Bachelorette, and it really was the most dramatic end ever.